Hello everyone, it's Rosalind, your Miss Florida, U.S. Miss for 2014. Today's video is about traveling to Florida for a pageant. So whether it be a state or national pageant or whatever it may be, and you're coming down for a competition in the state of Florida, a couple things that you might need to bring with you, if not purchase while you are here, that are very important and essential for your pageant weekend. Alright, so we all know Florida is the Sunshine State, also the lightning capital in the state is in Central Florida. And not to mention it's extremely hot here and humid. Yes, Florida is extremely humid, especially in the summer months. So if you're coming down between the months of June and August for a competition, keep in mind that it's going to be extremely humid. With that said, humidity is not friendly for pageant hair. So if you're trying to curl your hair and you normally have straight hair, it might fall if you go outside. So a couple ways to prevent that: don't go outside if you just got your hair done. Or another way, and it might look really silly, but it works, is having a shower cap. After you've either rolled your hair, pinned it, whatever it may be to get your hairstyle done, just place a shower cap over your head if you're going to go outside. Use a clear one if you're going out somewhere to get food or whatnot. But if you're going to set foot outside at any moment in time and your hair is done and you're gearing up for another competition or an appearance, you might want to cover it up with a shower cap. Simply that way it doesn't get frizzy or it doesn't fall or just, you'll have to go back and redo it. Otherwise, if you put the shower cap, all you have to do is touch it up as opposed to redoing the whole thing. Now, aside from the humidity, I mentioned Sunshine State. It's extremely sunny and extremely hot here. Temperatures in the summer can be a high of 97 to a high of 100. Plus the humidity, it feels twice as hot. You're sweating a lot. So another thing, because it's so sunny from time to time, and it does rain almost every day as well, so you want to pack sunscreen or purchase sunscreen. I do not recommend anything lower than SPF 50, simply because the sun is extremely strong here. You want to get, especially the water-resistant one, because a lot of people sweat a lot in the humidity. Having sunscreen is a very essential item. I have to say, getting both kinds, the one in the can that you and then the liquid. The liquid for your arms, legs, everything. The one in the can is easier to spread on your face, so getting both, but again, make sure they're minimum of 50. It is extremely sunny here. You don't want to burn before competition, especially if you're going out to the pool or the beach. So again, pack sunscreen. It's extremely beneficial. Doesn't matter what your skin tone is, you're gonna burn. It's very hot down here. So kind of gearing away from the health, safety, oh my gosh, hair items here in Florida. Another thing that a lot of pageants do is they go to theme parks or any other parks that are here in Central Florida, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Disney, Universal, whatever it may be, Legoland, wherever your pageant is going. So a lot of girls wear their sashes to the parks and carry their crowns and crown cases. All the parks are very different. Disney allows you to bring your stuff on the ride. Here's the thing with the crown cases. For certain rides, they have to go on the floor where your feet are, and it can get extremely uncomfortable. So make the choice whether or not you want to bring your crown to the park. Again, the crown cases are extremely bulky, so they're great to bring because when you do security, they just go, oh, it's empty. You can go ahead, that kind of stuff. But so when you go to Disney, you can bring it on the rides with you. I would say something that I learned from a very good friend of mine who was at Nationals for another pageant with me last year, is if you don't want to carry the crown case around, the Disney parks offer these large lockers that you can pay for the day, so it's not for the time being, but for the day, these huge lockers that you can rent out in the front of the park right when you walk in, and then, if you're going to pass by that area from time to time, going from land to land or, area to area in the Disney parks, you can go stop by your locker, grab your crown case for a little bit, carry it around, bring it back. That way you don't have to carry it around all day and you don't have to worry about it on the rides, because remember this, theme parks do not take responsibility for lost items on an attraction. And 9 times out of 10, coming from someone who works in the parks, we cannot retrieve your items during normal operation. You would have to wait until the park is closed, and that item can be retrieved either by the people who work there for day operation or by a third shift person, which in turn you'd have to go back the next day. So please keep that in mind when you're carrying your items onto the rides. Now for the SeaWorld parks, If you go to SeaWorld, they offer lockers at their attractions. These are paid as well. They're usually about 50 cents, but 50 cents, you put your stuff in the locker, you have your key, you can go ride as many times as you want, and then come back, open up your locker, go to the next ride, which is another beneficial thing because for SeaWorld, they do not allow loose articles onto their attraction. So you have to store everything in a locker away. So carry some spare quarters in your pocket if you're going to SeaWorld. That way you can store your crown case and any other items that you're bringing to the park. Now, Universal Orlando, basically, they also have a system just like SeaWorld, but theirs is just a little different. It's a little more technologically advanced. A lot of their larger attractions will offer lockers right at their entrance or right when you walk into the attraction. So basically, again, the same policy. Manufacturers do not permit any bags or other forms of loose articles onto their large-scale attractions. Therefore, you have to rent them, but the lockers are free. Yes, if it is required at Universal for you to get a locker, the locker will be free of charge for the duration of your ride. So if you're the good thing is you can carry your crown case around the entire park, have a great time, and when you go to a ride that you want to go to, that's a large-scale one, you just put it in one of their free lockers, you use your finger for a biometric scan. Now, they're free the duration that you wait in line and while you ride. So if the ride goes down, you don't have to pay for it. If you're still waiting in line, they will know and it will be taken care of. But that's a good thing about the Universal Resort, the lockers are at the rides. So you just go, they're free of charge because it's required. You place your crown case and your sash so that way you don't lose it on a roller coaster. Put it in your box, place it inside the free locker. When you're done with your ride, come back, take your items out. If you want to leave your items in there for the day, you can. Carry money with you because you have to pay to open the locker if you choose to surpass the free time. So just keep that in mind. So these are just a few little brief things just to mention if you come to a pageant in Florida. Again, the locker situation, carrying your items around the parks, bringing sunscreen because it's extremely sunny here, getting a shower cap to cover your head if you're going outside, and the humidity is insane. So I hope everyone has a fabulous time if they're coming down here to Florida for a competition, and I hope to see everyone in the future.